On December 14th, 1903, Wilbur Wright took a leap of faith, and it didn't end well. Just 3.5 seconds after taking off from the formidably named Big Kill Devil Hill, the prototype aircraft stalled and plummeted 105 feet to the ground below. Yet through trial and error, Wilbur and his brother Orville were able to recover. And just 3 days later, they succeeded in piloting the first powered flight in history. This time, the brothers' leap of faith paid off. And of course, the Wright brothers were not alone. Gutenberg, Da Vinci, Edison, Tesla, Daguerre, Lamar, creators like these are some of the most regarded and respected people in our collective history. They were visionaries who took a concept, a fleeting thought, and made it reality. From yesterday's invention of the wheel to tomorrow's electric and autonomous vehicles, from concrete to carbon fiber, from the abacus to cloud computing, those creations, the printing press, the light bulb, the camera, they're some of the most essential tools that we have come to rely upon each and every day. And yet, while they may have been strong in their convictions, these creators could not have been certain. Wilbur Wright did not know for certain that his airplane would fly. When Alexander Graham Bell said, "Mr. Watson, come here, I want to see you," he didn't know if he'd receive an answer. Garrett Morgan couldn't be sure that his gas mask would protect soldiers. Instead, many of them relied on their passion, their educated guess, sometimes even on luck when developing their inventions. In other words, at some point, they were forced to take a leap of faith. And while it can be very powerful, faith alone cannot get the job done. Not when it comes to creating next generation products, not when your organization's credibility and brand are on the line. The world has changed a lot in the century that has passed since the Wrights made history at Kitty Hawk. Customer expectations have increased. Executives demand greater return on their investments. Supply chains have become unreliable. Creators at organizations like yours need modern product development tools. They need to transform digitally. They need to harness the unlimited power of the cloud. They need collaboration tools. They need ANSYS simulation. Simulation gives these designers and engineers, these creators, something that no other product or service or technology can. It gives them confidence. Confidence that their product will operate precisely as predicted, or maybe even better. Highly accurate simulation, ANSYS simulation, gives users confidence that there will be no surprises. ANSYS gives you confidence in the future. We help you to predict the future. We don't ask you to take a leap of faith when you're using ANSYS solutions. We ask you to take a leap of certainty.
How boldly would you dream if you knew what the outcome would be? What boundaries would you push? What limits would you surpass? If the unknown no longer held you back, imagine how far you would go. Knowing is power, and it's possible with ANSYS. We simulate the world as it really works, allowing you to see into the future and create it, revealing one truth after another, determining with certainty what works, what doesn't, and what's next. From the oceans to outer space, from human ingenuity to AI, from the life-saving to the world-changing. ANSYS sets the future in motion with confidence. Be daring, be bold, and take a leap of certainty.
Certainty is what Infineon's Technologies requires when developing sensors for advanced driver assistance systems. When creating technologies that will one day be used in fully autonomous vehicles, the stakes could not be higher. An educated guess is not close enough. Infineon needed certainty, and so it turned to ANSYS. By using ANSYS solutions to identify failure probability, Infineon is taking confident steps towards the future. Similarly, LG Electronics needed absolute certainty as it preemptively responds to rapidly changing market conditions and undergoes its own digital transformation. This simulation-driven transformation will strengthen product competitiveness and prepare the company for sustained growth by establishing an efficient and predictable manufacturing environment based on customer requirements. When it comes to our health, good enough is just not acceptable. And that's why innovative medical device companies like Johnson & Johnson and Stryker routinely use ANSYS simulation to design and develop safer, more affordable, and more efficient orthopedic implants and surgical equipment. These in silico methods are revolutionizing healthcare and changing lives for the better. Change has been a constant over these past few years, hasn't it? As devastating as the COVID-19 pandemic has been for so many individuals and organizations around the world, it has demonstrated simulation's critical nature. When designers and engineers no longer had access to their testing facilities, they relied on simulation to create and validate their products. Those same engineers lacked access to their workstations and their corporate data centers. That meant more simulation in the cloud. And at every step in that journey, ANSYS stood by them. We stood by you as a true business partner. Now, the last 2 years have delivered massive disruptions in our global supply chains as well. Trade disputes, political tensions, access to skilled labor, those have only exacerbated an already difficult situation. We've all experienced it. There's a semiconductor shortage. New cars are hard to come by. Suddenly, we can't produce enough paper. These shortages are changing the way we think about the products we depend on. Organizations impacted by these unreliable global supply chains are now planning for a new reality, a digital reality. And that reality is based on simulation. Companies like yours have chosen to fundamentally rethink how they approach business. And that is causing a massive change that is reshaping the way that we approach product development and operations. ANSYS itself has chosen to move simulation beyond the traditional narrow way it's been positioned. When we were founded in 1970, we were a structural simulation company, but our vision today is much broader. It's more encompassing. Today, we have the most comprehensive simulation portfolio in the industry, which enables customers to simulate everything from the materials used in a product's creation to the way physics affects its operations. From the smallest components to the largest systems, from the design of a simple device to the intricacies of an entire mission. The users of ANSYS simulation have also expanded. In the past, only expert analysts performing sophisticated product development tasks could use our software. Over time, though, we have developed easy-to-use workflows and intuitive interfaces to make simulation accessible to every engineer. By integrating our technologies together, we form the backbone of comprehensive solutions to solve challenges like electrification, autonomy, sustainability, next-generation telecommunications, and the industrial Internet of Things. Our portfolio is evolving as well. By combining the wealth of our technologies and techniques, we are expanding the role of simulation. We start with our best-in-class physics and multi-physics solvers and analysis techniques, which we are constantly improving. And then we add to that our ability to scale through market-leading high-performance computing capabilities across both CPUs and GPUs. Next, we embed artificial intelligence and machine learning into our solutions to reap unprecedented benefits. Then we incorporate powerful mathematical analytics and modeling into our solutions. And then we support all of that by an end-to-end simulation platform based on modern computer science algorithms and techniques. And finally, by embracing deployment both on premises and via the cloud, and supporting scalable location independence as well as device independence, you have the flexibility to run your product development processes in the manner that is most appropriate for your business's unique needs. We know, just as you know, the stakes are higher than ever. The competition is nipping at your heels. Innovative startups want to disrupt the established leader. Longtime competitors are looking for that extra edge, and customer expectations continue to increase. Your customers are demanding more, and they are demanding it now. And as a result, simulation has moved from being optional to being critical. But even simple simulation alone is not enough to meet these increased demands. You need true multiphysics. You need completeness across all physics areas. You need the virtually unlimited compute power found in the cloud. You need APIs. You need the benefit of artificial intelligence and machine learning. You need ANSYS. Now let me be clear. This is not some far-flung vision for tomorrow. It's here. It's now. Only ANSYS is bringing together these disparate technologies to create comprehensive simulation solutions that will truly change the way you think about your products, your processes, even your entire business. And frankly, if you're not working with a simulation partner that can provide those benefits to you today, perhaps you need to look elsewhere. With our expanded view, which is only made possible with our technology, simulation is now so much more than it's traditionally been. Simulation is beyond just a single area of physics. It's beyond only expert users. It's beyond just solvers. It's no longer confined to giving highly technical answers to discrete product development problems. Simulation will soon be everywhere. Whereas we might encounter 1,000 products made possible with simulation today, tomorrow we will encounter simulation 10,000 times a day as we interact with products, with processes, with decisions, all made possible through simulation. And the outcomes from those encounters will provide us with something unprecedented, something invaluable. The pervasive use of simulation will deliver unmatched insights into almost everything we do, from the workings of an individual's cardiovascular system to the precise flight for a mission to Mars. This expanded view of simulation, these pervasive insights, are a massive change to the industry, and it's one that ANSYS is driving. No other organization can match our ability to execute based upon that vision. Our approach, combined with our stellar execution, is precisely why we are the market leader. Our product teams develop innovation after innovation. They meet deadline after deadline. They exceed every customer expectation. And in the process, we are extending our product leadership and advancing the state of the art of simulation. And, all modesty aside, we have the best team in the business supporting you. In addition to our world-class product development organization, our ACE team is composed of experts in both ANSYS simulation as well as in the many industries that we serve. It's just one more way that we are delivering on our promise to our customers and helping you to take that leap of certainty. But I'm not suggesting that ANSYS alone can meet all your product development needs. Not at all. We're a simulation company. We can help you make better, smarter products faster, more reliably, and more efficiently. But we're not trying to be all things to all companies. We know that your business has unique needs, requirements that no single vendor perhaps can truly meet. And that's why we rely on a network of global partners. These companies, Microsoft, PTC, Rockwell Automation, AWS, Autodesk, NVIDIA, and many others you'll hear from during this great event, they complement ANSYS simulation and help you to meet your product development goals, your business goals. The pervasive insights that are made possible through ANSYS solutions enable you to power our future, a sustainable future, a future free of the many diseases that plague us today, a future where we are able to simulate a small component, a large city, or maybe even our entire planet, and we will do so with certainty. And that future filled with certainty is not that far ahead of us. Just look at what Siemens Energy is accomplishing today with ANSYS simulation. By using simulation for additive manufacturing, Siemens Energy is creating a more sustainable future. ANSYS simulation is helping the company to reduce inventory, to improve efficiency and to accelerate time to market for its new energy solutions by improving part performance and reducing the scope of expensive and time-consuming physical testing. And again, this isn't happening in the future. It's happening right now. Similarly, customers like Boston Scientific are working with ANSYS to develop their vision of personalized and digital healthcare to accelerate medical innovation. During Simulation World, you'll hear from executives at Boston Scientific and other healthcare leaders who will explain why adopting and deploying simulation is a critical path in the future of their leading organizations. You'll also hear from Bosch, which has a goal of using hybrid digital twins of battery management systems for electric vehicles. Before that can happen, though, the company needs massive amounts of high-quality data to feed into its artificial intelligence systems. Bringing together the best of AI and a deep understanding of physics through ANSYS simulation empowers the company to combine virtual and physical sensors to improve the quality and the accuracy of the physical product. Simulation gives Bosch, it gives Boston Scientific, it gives Siemens Energy certainty. Certainty is not a word you hear often in business today. It's not something that the Wright brothers possessed in 1903. They may have been sure of themselves, but they could not be certain. But that's why ANSYS is here. And that's what we deliver to you. A deep understanding of the real world and how it affects your products, whether they be airplanes or green energy sources or medical devices created exclusively for you. I encourage you to take advantage of the superpower that is simulation. Learn more about it during Simulation World. Learn from our ANSYS experts. Better still, learn from the many customers who are excited and proud to share their stories with you. They are the best spokespeople that ANSYS could ever hope to have. And we're immensely proud to work with them. These customers are building our joint future. It's a future filled with hope. A future filled with innovation, a future filled with certainty. So please, take what you learn here at Simulation World, from the great presentations and the fireside chats and the discussions of best practice, and create a new future. Explore, question, learn, and then take your own leap of certainty.